All right, shalom, shalom. First, I would like to give all praises, glory, and honor to our power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. That's right, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect out there, the 144 and the one-third of the nation of Israel. Shalom to the few Akwaf who listen and who are silent. And tonight's lesson, I would like to go over this particular case that finally reached a verdict a couple months ago. This Jake woman and the rapper boyfriend she had down there in Atlanta, and I just was pondering through the unicorn to see what was out there, and this particular thing had resurfaced a couple times, so the Lord had it put on my spirit to do a lesson about it. Right, so I'm gonna, without further ado, get right into it. I'm gonna play this video so you can get up to speed and know what's going on, so you can follow along. I believe that in many great men and teachers, and especially our elder Apostle Gabar said, basically having the vision or being a visionary of what's going on, especially within the scriptures, is very important. It's very crucial. You gotta not only just read, but you gotta put yourself there, the smells, the visuals, what was going on, what was heard, So I'm gonna play this without further ado.
5 years confinement. She is out on bond pending her appeal. So we got to see her walking out of the courthouse with her children, with her family. They've been upbeat when they go into the courtroom every day, but today was a different kind of relief, a different kind of happiness from those family members. Some now live in this life. Family has been here. We're very supportive, yes. A lot of them came from Philadelphia. It's sad. I mean, they say people show no remorse.
Now, she's talking about people showing no remorse, but check out her countenance. Check out how she's kind of just, I get it. Our people are strong. We hold a lot of grief and things back a lot of times, especially facing adversity and the trials and tribulations, like the one before you. But just pay attention to her body language and kind of read her throughout this whole thing.
So you heard the story about Quenisha Johnson, who was accused of torturing her boyfriend to death, right? The one who's out on bond while waiting for her appeal? Yeah, that's the same one who dropped that line, "I'm mentally disturbed." Can you believe it? She's got a lot on her plate right now, and she's feeling pretty darn remorseful about the whole deal. But you know what's real wild? She's saying that, deep down, she doesn't reckon there's a single thing she could have done differently on that night when DeMonte Smith passed away. Here's how that crazy story went down. Quenisha Johnson, who's just 29 years old, found herself caught up in this whole crazy situation that the entire justice system and media have been talking about for a minute right now. Let me break it down for you. Quenisha was held accountable for the passing of her ex, DeMonte Smith. May he rest in peace. Sending love and condolences to his family. Now, here's the kicker. The dude was not just any guy. He was a rapper going by the name of It's Dolo. And get this, he even had a track called Hands Dirty, where he had his baby mama, the same Quenisha, featured right in the video. Talk about a wild ride. So here's the scoop from the DeKalb County District Attorney's Office press release. Back on the night of November 26, 2022, Quenisha was out hitting the clubs with her homies. Meanwhile, she left her 3 kids at home with DeMonte, who was her boyfriend and lived with her. The deal was she was supposed to roll back home by 6 in the morning the next day.
I get a phone call from my girlfriend on a 3-way FaceTime call, inviting me to go out for one of their birthdays.
Now, through the spirit, I just had to. This was not a home girl. I'm gonna just say this. Whenever the woman you're dealing with tells you that she's going out with her homegirls, I'm sorry, man. It's an automatic hair raising experience, especially in the times that we're in. You know what I'm saying? This is not. I'm just going out for my homegirls, a slumber party like back in the day. Like, this is not some innocent occasion, man. A lot of these women are out conniving and they're doing other things, and this is what I got through the spirit. This wasn't brought out, but I gotta bring it out. This woman probably was with another man, And I'm gonna just say that which an adulterous woman, man, is very vexing. Even if this Jake, you're referring to the rapper that her baby daddy that she killed, man. It's very vexing. And a man that doesn't have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man, it you're like a brute beast, man, because you'll react certain ways and you'll see how rash he acted. He's calling, you'll get into it, he's calling around hospitals, precincts, and all this other stuff to see what happened to his wife. I'll say that, because we know through the spirit, man, once you lay down with a woman, it's a lot more into it, but it's very simple as well. Once you lay down with a woman, she becomes your possession, man. She's your wife, right? And a woman of this caliber, she's probably a 10 for this man. I'm just speaking on his experience. Yeah, he's some rapper or whatever, whoop-de-whoop, but it's a very grievous thing. For him to go through, for any Jake male to go through, when you know that your woman is up to something. It's not just a woman's or a girl's night out, hot girl summer, type stuff. So I'm gonna get back into the video.
Agree to go out. I get up, prepare to get dressed to go outside. During our conversation, we was getting dressed, whatever. During our conversation, I let Demonte know where I was going. That was it. I got ready to go. I leave out. We go to one club.
But guess what? At 6 a.m. rolled around, she was a no-show. So DeMonte went into...
Let's stop right there. I'm going to get this. This is the book of Proverbs 30 and 20 automatically. A trigger word was adulteress that I had just said. So this is... let's get that. This is the book of Proverbs 30 and verse 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness, man. And that's exactly the spirit of this woman. You can pick it up if you have enough experience. If you're a traveled male, especially if you've been given this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, that's this the type of female that is out here in the world, man. In these hot spot cities, especially these hot spot cities, and I call them hot spots because you got a high vibration of spirits, a high vibration of demons on these people, man. The more enclosed you're into a area where that's high populated, and that this world is waxing worse and worse and it's evil, you're gonna be impacted by a lot of encounters of different people, different philosophy, different nations of this earth, man. So I say that to say this: she's in Atlanta. What is that known for? That nigga Drake made a song called Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Those are hot spot cities. You don't want your girl going out, much more your wife going out into an area such as that, man. It's gonna be very grievous unto you, bro. It's gonna burn you damn near, right? Vegas, New York, Atlanta, Georgia, California, Los Angeles, city of that tells you right there, the Los Angeles, man. But I'll go back to the video. That just made me think of her adulterousness, man, because she turned her phone off deliberately to not be contacted, meaning she was with somebody else, man. That's how these women work. Listen good.
Full on worry mode. Dude started calling her up over and over, but no response. Now, the kicker is DeMonte was extra stressed because the night before, Quenisha had told him about some crazy brawl that she and her homies got into with other people at the...
That could be true, or she could have made it up, or it could have been a continuance. It could have been that would happen the night before a fight. So I'm gonna carry this lie on to this occasion. So this occasion, I was out the night before which he probably was worried even then. Like, damn, she going out back to back. You know, if your woman going out back to back, man, it's something that you should be raising a hair about, man. Right? So she just carried that scenario like, oh yeah, the fight from the night before, and she done hooked up with some dude.
My girlfriends and another coworker gets into an altercation. I go to the bedroom. I communicate the altercation with Demonte. We stay for a little bit longer. They get to the altercation rear guard. They at the fight. We leave the after hours.
But DeMonte didn't stop there. He hit up a bunch of Johnson's family members, too, and they were all on the same worried page as him. See, Quenisha's phone had gone dead silent, so you can bet DeMonte and the whole crew started ringing up local hospitals, jails, just trying to track her down. So here's what went down around 9 in the morning on November 27th that next day. Quenisha finally powered up her phone and saw a bunch of texts from her boyfriend.
My phone was going. I'm seeing the text messages from my aunts, a few text messages from Dolo. I opened my aunt's text messages. I read the first ones on there. As I'm reading the messages, my aunt's called.
She dialed up her family, and they even patched DeMonte into the chat, too. But things got real heated, man. DeMonte was all riled up and threatened to show some punches when Quenisha got back home.
He threatened to beat my ASS again when I came in the house. He was coming down the steps and he didn't slam me on my face.
So, Quenisha took action. She phoned 911, asked for a police escort to her place on Edenberry Lane in Lithonia. That's like 20 miles east of Atlanta. Fast forward a couple hours, Johnson's back home, but things go from 0 to 100 real quick. The DeKalb County police officer told her to stash her gun in her car as she came back. She told the officer there weren't any other weapons in the crib. Then, here's where it starts to get wild. DeMonte comes out, and right in front of the cops, they're going at it, shouting, arguing, you name it, man. The officers are trying to keep peace, but Quenisha's not having any of it. She's being all sassy, not letting him get the word in, just making things more intense. So the officers are like, yo, chill out, you two, get back inside. And they head in, supposedly to cool off, but it's not over then. Johnson comes right back outside, grabs a metal tire iron and her gun from the car, and marches right back into that house. According to what the prosecutors are spilling, things got seriously messed up from there. Quenisha actually whacked DeMonte in the head with that tire iron and then pulled the trigger on him, too. The sound of that gunshot is on the 911 call. And apparently, you can hear Quenisha telling him, bye, over and over. Seriously, that's some messed up stuff. After that, DeMonte stumbled outside, trying...
Hold on, Salakia. And this is not an attack totally on this particular this nigga woman, man, but it can also be, it's a twofold, man, because what have we seen through the spirit? These rappers are wicked as hell, man. They're through. You know, they're willing to sell their soul for filthy lucre's sake, man. They're willing to give up all their moral and all of their what's the word, man? They're willing to give up their soul, man. All in all, for the riches of this world, right? But it made me think. This is the book of let me get that real quick. This is the book of Sirach. Oh, Salakia. Bear with me, I can. I think I might have. There we go. 26, and I know it's in no. I know it's in 26 verse. Let's try verse 23. Let's try verse. No, that's not it. Here we go. Verse 23. That's exactly what I was thinking. This is the book of Sirach 26 and verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. Exactly. This woman, she killed somebody. She literally pulled the trigger. She had all types of control over the situation, premeditated control over this dark situation, man. But again, if you're not serving the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you're considered a wicked man, man. Because again, what was this man into? What was this DeMonte dude into? And even the names, I'm gonna get into that after this. I'm not gonna make this too long, but I'm gonna get into their names. His name's DeMonte. It kind of sounds, demonic, you know. I don't know. I'm not no wordsmith or a namesmith, but we can damn sure look it up, through the spirit. But also, I did more so on looking up her name, man. That Queen of Heaven spirit, man. Her name is Quenisha. We're gonna get into that after I finish this. It's just to finish out, a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. And then it in the same verse, man, it says, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. Yahweh Shem Shai. Come on, bro. So you already know what time it is, man. They're both, and as I say in the world, they're both on demon time. Demonic, and that's why brothers in this truth of ours, man, that Great Millstone, man, we try to kill that old man. I mean, we're that wicked nigga we were in the world, man. Yo, we don't want no parts of that person. Through the spirit, you're reborn. You having that outward and the inward man is now manifesting anew. We denounce our names that we were given coming into this earth. A lot of the wickedness. You might be raised by a single mom, and she might name you something, Pookie, Ray Ray type shit. Hey, we denouncing that shit, man. We don't even fuck with Pookie and Ray Ray in the world, man, because we know types of situations they be into. We know that they're on that, as we said, demon time. They're into dark things. They are into the lust of this world. They will kill you for some Jordans. They will kill you or steal your vehicle. They just ride around in darkness, lurking. But yeah, let's go back. I'm gonna try to finish this out. This little video documentary of the situation, man.
To find the cops, and he told him desperately and in pain that she smacked him in the head with the metal thing and then shot him. He was all like, hurry up before I kick the bucket. And then he collapsed right in front of him. What's even crazier is that DeMonte arranged a ride to scoop him up from the house that very day. But here's that twist of fate, though. He got shot and ended up dying just minutes before the ride was set to show up. Oh, and get this, Bonisha had one of her kids call 911 and say that DeMonte had hit her. But hold up now. At the police...
Here we go. What has this nigga woman done? She treated her little children under the ages of 12, right? To call 911 and give a false narrative. Yo, our women are against us, man. we are a nation that our women are totally, fully against us, bro. And here it is. She's trying to, and like women can do. She says she's in another clip. She says she's not able to formulate tears. Man, get the hell out of here, bro. Women can create tears at a drop of a dime, man. Stop playing. We've all seen it. We've gone through it. We've lived with y'all. Who y'all think y'all fooling? We see y'all on a day-to-day. There's two kinds of species here that the Lord put on the earth. The man and the woman. We've seen it, man. Come on, bro.
Later on, Bonisha spilled the beans. She admitted that DeMonte never laid a finger on her that day. DeMonte Smith actually passed away from the...
And so there she go. Lie. That's a bold-faced lie. From the pits of hell, man. Admitting that he never even put a hand on her that day. Where she gunned this man down. Come on, bro.
Injuries he got in a shooting.
You Jakes out there who worship these women, and a lot of you weak ass, and I'm gonna just say it, man. A lot of you weak ass niggas would melt over a caliber woman like her, man. She's light skinned, got the, or you so called, light skin, got the pretty hair, come on, man. Y'all would follow, y'all would worship. You would worship this woman.
Quenisha ended up shooting the father of her kids more than once. Now they found DeMonte with a bullet in his chest. They rushed him to the hospital. Sadly, DeMonte did not make it. And now Quenisha's facing some serious charges, like first-degree misdemeanor and aggravated assault, man. And guess what? They cuffed her right in front of her own kids. You can hear them all crying. To top the whole thing off, there's actual footage of that moment when the cops nabbed her, too. You can even hear one of her homies saying something like, "I told y'all to do something," right at the start. So Quenisha's trial dragged on for a whole week. But guess what? Just this past Monday on August 28th, 2023, they dropped the hammer on her and slapped her with a 20-year sentence. But hold up now, it's not just that. She's got 5 years of hard time locked up. But that is far from the ending of this story. Quenisha up there on the stand, spilling all the tea, just breaking it down for the jury, going step by step, telling them exactly what went down there.
Let's get this girl's name through the spirit. Salaki about that too. My screen rotated. But any woman calling themselves a queen, I just had it. Let's get it. Any woman calling themselves a queen, or I'm a black queen, that's a combination for destruction. If you don't know by now the definition of black, then you need to go back and do some studying, man. This is the definition for queen in the etymology.com. It says a woman, a low-born woman, right? Low-born, low vibration. You know. It says also female serf, a hussy, a prostitute, public woman. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna skip down. Middle Dutch, vain or worthless woman. Come on, man. This is exactly what that queen spirit does. And if you're a black queen, that means you're a dark hussy, a dark, worthless, void woman, a destroyer of kings. All right, and let's get that, because we're gonna always gotta stick to the scriptures, man. Filtering this message by Yahweh Shemi Hashai. Bear with me, Akim. Let's see. Can we get into that? One second. I can't find it. Lord willing, I can find it. I can't find it right now. But I'm gonna get into what I wanted to bring out, which was But you brothers know I'm not quoting the precept fully, but give not that strength unto a woman, for she destroyeth kings. Salaki, I couldn't find it, but what I want to bring out, I believe this is in the book of Proverbs. There we go. This is Proverbs. It just brings me to their situation, man. 25, Salaki. Just 25. 25 and 24. Right? All right, and it reads, this is Proverbs 25 and 24, and it reads, "It is better to dwell in the corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman and in a wide house." That's right. So if you got a woman that is argumentative, everything you say as far as correction, she gets defensive. She wants to tit for tat, be petty, be abusive, Hey, man, get thee far away from her, man. Because it's only going to lead to worse things. I've been through it. Many brothers have been through it, bro. She does not respect you, and she will seek to destroy you at any corner. You could be I'm telling you, bro, you could be a good man. You could be a good, quote unquote, man out here. and she will still seek to destroy you because our women have been turned against us through sleazy E. You know, Esau, man, has turned our women into brute beasts. She will feast upon you. We see it. We see it. We see this in this case. We see it every day. Our women are they hate us. They have a perpetual hatred against us. Right? And I'm going to read it again. It is better to dwell in the corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wild house. That's right. When she got home from, wiping her mouth and doing what she was doing from the night, got 2 children to worry about, but we are under these curses. There's no excuses. She got a duty to be a wife and a mother, but she's still out clubbing. She's still out, probably taking promiscuous pictures and acting and moving and deceitfully. All right. And we see this all the time, man. And I'm gonna go to this is the book of Sirach. I want to get Sirach 25 and I'm gonna do it in the KJV and in the GNT. So bear with me. Sirach 25, and I'm gonna start at verse 21. Matter of fact, let me get it in the. I'll start right here. This is Sirach 25 and 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. It's tough, but that's what wisdom is. This is what discipline is. This is a very attractive woman, to sum it up to some of us brothers of standards, But the scripture said, but Yahweh Shai said, stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. Verse 22, a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger and impudence and much approach. I don't know their life situation, but that could have very well been tied into it as well. If he had a call for a ride, a lot of bros are hit, man. It may seem like he's this rapper, but a lot of rappers don't even have a whole lot, So he could be, splitting the bills, or maybe that was her house. Who knows? Hey, we also know that the scripture says that a woman shall compass a man, and that means in economic status, that means in authority, that means in all types of ways, man. They have become the men of the household, right? A wicked woman abideth the courage, maketh a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress. He was in distress, man. She won't comfort him. She had her phone off, man. That alone is not a good feeling. When your woman has her phone off, man. When you can't get in contact with her. After over 12 hours go by, and you have no clue. She told you about a distress. Look at that. A distressful situation. And you hear her, no contact from her. Especially in like I said, a hot zone city like that. Distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Right? And this goes into it too. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. She's doing just that. Now I'm gonna grab this in the GNT. Let's do that. She's doing just that, man. She's out there living her best life, doing whatever she want to do. And that's the whole thing about it, man. These women don't want any type of, oh, you controlling me. You controlling me. Slacky, I said KJV. Um, why you telling me to be home with my children? Because that's where you should be. If you made them, you should be minding your children, being with your husband. No, you want to go shake your ass in the club. All right, so let's start at the top again. This is in the G&T, Ciroc 25. Never lose your head. This man lost his head. He lost his life. He got sent to the spirit world. Never lose your head over a woman's beauty. And don't try to win a woman because she is wealthy. There we go. That goes right into a woman shall compass a man. I believe that is I believe that's Malachi. Salaki, if I'm wrong, let me see. I don't know. Salaki right now. I'll find it. It'll come to me. But you brothers know what I'm talking about. This is verse 22. When a man is supported by his wife, there is sure to be anger, arrogance, and humiliation. Look at that. You know, what she was doing was totally a humiliating thing to him, man. Very arrogant of her. A bad wife will make her husband gloomy and depressed and break his heart. That's right. Show me a timid man who can never make up his mind, and I will show you a wife who doesn't make her husband happy. Sin began with a woman. Sin began at the house. Sin is the transgression of the law, right? Sin began with a woman, and we must die. We must all die because of her. Don't let a bad wife have her way any more than you would allow water to leak from your cistern. If she won't do if she won't do as you tell her, divorce her. That's right, man. I mean, scriptures tell you, and just a precept to back off that cistern real quick. This is Proverbs 27. 27 and 15, I believe. It says I'm looking for a continual dropping. Yeah, that's exactly. A continual dropping in a very rainy day and a contentious woman are alike. We just had a rainy day today. See that? The Lord reveals it all, man. A continual dropping. When a woman is mouthy, unruly, trying to usurp your authority, you know, just how the rain comes down, man, and it feels like that. And a contentious woman are alike. Come on, bro. The scriptures don't lie. I think that was it on that video. You brothers can look at this.
During the trial, Johnson went on record saying that Smith had threatened to hit her before and that he'd actually followed through on those threats a couple of weeks before this whole shooting mess went down. But not only did Johnson get a kind of chill sentence for all this, but Judge Morris also said she could stick to house arrest while her lawyer does this whole appeal thing. State was all like, nah, she should be locked up ASAP. But the judge was like, nah, let's just take it easy. I will sentence you to 20 years to serve 10 years in confinement. The first 5 years of those 10 years to be served in prison, and the remaining 5 years to be served as home confinement. The remaining 10 years of the 20-year sentence will be served on probation. Special conditions of the 5 years of home confinement is that you must be fully employed. You can only leave your house for work, medical appointments, school, and for minor children's school appointments, minor children's therapy appointments, and minor children's school-sponsored activities. The hours of your work, school, and medical are only to be between the hours of 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. And there is to be no one at your home at any time during the duration of your sentence.
Anyway, Salakia. you all get the point of this crazy ass. I even looked up a quick little TikTok. I ain't gonna hold y'all too much, man. Let's see what
he was smiling at me on the phone, and then he looked at you.
Yeah.
His shoulders dropped. His smile left. His eyes got low. And I looked at my sister, and I said, my son is not safe. He is not safe in that house. You made him a monster. You made it seem like my son was beating children when you know doggone well that boy was dangerous and all he wanted to do was protect you. But you weren't going to tell that story. You weren't going to tell it all. But I'm telling it today because I want everyone to know, since it's being televised and for the whole world to see my pain, then they need to know who he was.
All right, as y'all and as y'all can read these comments, man, they're really on point. Like the little clip right there, that was the rapper's mom, but it's right, it's true. You know, these are the same parents that'll say that their children were saints. You know, out here selling drugs and doing all types of other wickedness. You know, committing all types of adultery and shooting and. I mean, all of the first 10 commandments out of 613 have been broken, but their child is just so righteous. Their child is so innocent, man. And the comments were right on TikTok. You know, they said that parents be in denial. They do, you know. And even right here, with this whole case, had this been a male, if the shoe was on the other foot, you know, homeboy would be, man, 20 years straight, plus more, you know, because they would have said, oh, you put the children in danger, another 10, you know, they'd have just stacked it up on this dude, man, had he killed her. And, you know, we already know as so-called black men, so-called, quote unquote, Negro, Latino, and Native American men, man, they are after us heavy in the court systems. And, you know, how Esau brings these, I think the word is felonious laws upon us, you know, and these unrighteous dealings and decrees. Let me bring this last close out on this, just to close this up. But yeah, the Spirit just had me look at this, man, and it's unbelievable how it's just unbelievable how the system is, man. And we're sick of it, man. We're tired of it. I'm gonna start at this is the book of First Esdras 4, and I'm gonna start at 27. Many also have perished, have erred and sinned for woman. And now do ye believe me? Is not the king great in his power? Do not all the regions fear to touch him? That's right. I'm not saying that this is speaking more so for the brothers that's trying to do right, man. The Lord willing, we are those kings, man, upon the earth under Yahweh Shai, under King David. You know, under Yahweh Shai, King David, man. Many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women. That's right. This is how we should be walking, man, and watching out and seeing who we're really dealing with. You know, we got many enemies. You know, the 2/3 got to fit their lot. You know, and now, do you believe me? Do you not believe me? Is not the king great in his power? Do not all regions fear to touch him? Yet did I see him in Apami, if I said that wrong, Salakia, the king's concubine, the daughter of Salakia, the daughter of admirable Bardicus, sitting at the right hand of the king and taking the crown from the king's head and setting it upon her own head. So this is the image that you've been painting right here. This was a king with just a concubine, not even a whole entire wife, right? Taking the king's head off. Man, any other man would have did that, oh, bro, swift judgment, off with his head, you know? I mean, people have gone to the spirit world, been deleted for less, right? Sitting at the right hand of the king and taking the crown from the king's head and setting it upon her own head. And that's the spirit of these women that they're in now. They got the women king spirit, like that movie that came out, right, earlier this year. Woman kings. This is what Babylon is breeding. The whore Babylon is breeding women kings. And it just sound, if you're an upright man, that should sound vexing to you. Yeah, you might have seen the movie for edification, but you already know through the spirit it was off. Just the title was off. I'll say that. And setting it upon her head, Salakia, she also struck the king with her left hand. So not only did she grab this particular king's head or crown upon his head, she put the crown upon his head and then hit him, basically with her left hand, hit him, struck him, boom, give me that crown, nigga. Yo, that's the spirit that these women are in, man. That's the spirit that they're in. But I didn't want to make this too long, and I hope you all were edified out there. Shalom to the hopeful elect. And I want to like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect. And peace and blessings and mercy to you, brothers out there pushing and laboring. Stay strong, keep praying, and keep fasting, and stay in the spirit. All right. It's your brother, Yawanathan from the Virginia camp. Shalom.